Hello, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's well. Bit of a rainy, dreich day today. We did a run this morning, and then I'm a little bit late posting this video because I had to get stuck into work, and I've just been to the shops, so I thought I'd better push this video out. Stephen Wallace, Craig Galt, Lee McDonald, myself. We went round the Livy Park run route this morning. Lee, I'll mention for you, buddy. What can I say? I take my hat off to you. You pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and I think you even surprised yourself. That just goes to show, top effort, mate. You can pull it out the bag. I think running with people makes it a lot easier, especially when there's somebody there running by your side. Gives you that extra little push. So it was well done, totally. Sorry, before I move on. Fabulous effort, mate, and I look forward to seeing you next week as well. Onwards and upwards for you. For this point, you've set the benchmark now. But hey, enjoy every run. One of the things that I'll speak about later is every run holds a lesson. Runs can be good or bad. They can go the way we want them to go, or they don't go the way we want them to go sometimes. That's reality. But once you deconstruct every run, you'll look at it and take a positive away from every single run. So I'll talk about that at the end. Why do I run? We did a good 10k this morning. Why do I do that 3 times a week? Why do I run 120 kilometres, 75 miles a month? That's a few miles short of 3 marathons every month that I'm doing now. I never would have thought I would have got to that point. No way, never. What I'm aiming for, half marathon distance? Possibly, if it comes, yeah. We'll see. I'm just taking it easy and enjoying the running. I don't have any specific goals other than up here. All the miles that I spend running manages that depression, that anxiety. It's good for my mental health. If you see me looking over that way, it's because I've got a wee script, because I decided to script this. It's good for me. It bolsters my health. It boosts my ability to deal with any existing mental tension that I'm feeling at that particular point in time. Once you start running and it releases the dopamine, the endorphins, the feel good stuff, and that can be in any form of exercise. It doesn't have to be running. It can be cycling. It can be high intensity stuff. It can be rowing. It can be playing a team sport. It can be playing any sport, doing anything. But for me, it's running. I relish that short-term feel-good benefit. I really do. I love it. It kind of hits that reset button on the night before, and it sets me up for being able to better handle the day. It is something that if I don't do, I miss it. And if I don't do it, I don't quite feel 100% if I don't have a run. It's like if I don't hit that reset button, if I've not had a great night's sleep, if I'm not looking forward to the day, if I don't have a run, I don't get the opportunity to rewind and hit that reset button and start off the day feeling absolutely fabulously fantastic in the head. I was going to say fabulous and fantastic. I thought I'd just mix the two of them together. It does. Without regular running, all the underlying fabric of our lives, friendships, relationships, careers, the odds of being something other than miserable most of the day will start to fray. It has so many knock-on effects to so many different areas in your life. All forms of exercise do. As I say, for me particularly, it's running. But all of that stuff, that short-term feel-good factor about yourself, you can't underestimate that. And if you can achieve that, if you can chase after it, if you can track it down, get it, hold on to it, keep it for as long as possible, it has so many positive benefits on your life in general. I don't run every day. I run 3, maybe 4 times a week. So I've always got a rest day or 2 rest days in between a run. I need that. My body needs that. The mind might be raring to go again, but you've got to sort of temper. You've got to be in tune with your body, and listen and feel for little injuries, little aches that start to creep in. You've got to treat them properly. Um, Otherwise, you're just asking for an injury. And without a doubt, for me, without running, my head would not be in as healthy a place as what it is now. And that's plain obvious as well for the guys in the running group, for the charities running group. Um, I wouldn't be here. Well, I would be here, but I wouldn't be in such a mentally good place without the support of you guys. And I hope that's true, the same when you talk of me. Um, for those of us that deal with things like anxiety, depression, mental health issues on a daily basis, we need that run. We need that running. We need that feel good factor, just like a diabetic needs their insulin. It becomes something that you start to crave, and you chase after it, and you look forward to the next run and the next run. And if you don't have a run, as I say, you do miss it. Um, Couple of things that we were talking about on the run this morning. The first sort of 20 minutes of a run are the most difficult. That's a bit where the mind is protesting at its highest. That's the hardest bit. Um, okay, you've warmed up, but your body's cold, your mind's cold, things aren't into a rhythm. If you've not had a great night's sleep, you're not feeling great. And you start that run, and it's hard. It is hard. But what you don't know is you've already overcome the hardest obstacle, and that's getting your running gear on and going outside. That's the hardest hurdle. If you can get over that bit, the rest of it, the actual running, comes easier. But the first 20 minutes, you have to learn to relinquish control away from your conscious mind and switch to the unconscious, and switch off from the discomfort. Hand over control of your body, your breathing, to your mind, and trust that your mind subconsciously, have the faith that it'll do what's right. Relax into the run. Allow your body to adjust its pace. Don't go too manual here. Don't try and force control in the early minutes of a run. Get into that comfortable pace. Allow your body to mind up. Don't exercise any control over it. Relax, switch off. But listen to the body at the same time, because there might be little telltale signs of aches and pains, but don't push it. And that's something that we find hard. Don't go at the pace that you expect to go at from the off. Warm up, slow pace, gradually increase it, It's like as you run, you're going up very, very gently. And that curve might just be here for the rest of the run. It might plateau off as you get up to speed and you settle into that pace. And that's fine. That's that sweet spot. That's the bit you want to be running at, the bit you're comfy at, the bit you're pushing your body, but you're not pushing your body. You can still hold a conversation with your running buddies. If you can't hold a conversation, you're running too fast. So claw it back a little bit. Trust that your body and your mind will work together without you trying to force that control over them. It's not always pleasant. Sometimes it lasts a little bit longer than what you'd like. But your body will it will adjust. It will find that pace, and if you can find that sweet spot that you can run it that's comfortable, stick with it. Boundaries, pushing yourself, expanding that comfort zone. Stephen mentioned I'd spoken about something, a balloon. Push through those boundaries. Imagine them as a balloon. Your balloon is your comfort zone. You push through that. You don't push quite through it, but you push enough to expand it to make that balloon bigger. But think of it as a balloon, because if you push too hard through your comfort zone, if you push yourself too far, you're going to break yourself ultimately. And that's not something you want to do. You want to gradually inflate that balloon in all directions so that it expands your comfort zone. And each time you go out for a run, look to do that. Just push that boundary, push your comfort zone, push it, the wall of the balloon just a little bit more, but be mindful that you don't go tearing through it and burst the whole bubble. Because if you do that, that's an injury, and that's going to set you back, and you're going to miss out on all these. You're going to miss out on all these positive, good runs. Believe me, they are fantastic. Having no control, relinquishing control to your mind is quite unnerving. I think in a lot of aspects in our life, we're used to being in control of things. You know, we have these circles of control, concentric circles. So right in the middle, you've got us, ourselves. We're in control. Physically, we're in control of these actions. Sometimes you're not always in control of your mind. It can run away from you. That's mindfulness. That's a totally different big subject. Keeping your mind and your thoughts in check, keeping control of them. But in the middle of the circle, you've got this area of control. That's what you have control over. Outside of that, thing that borders that is areas of influence, where perhaps you can talk to people to influence them to change how they think, possibly. That's area of influence. And then on the periphery of that is an area of concern. Big, huge things. You know, what government's in power? What's happening on the other side of the globe? This pandemic. Yep, we're all concerned about it. Some people push too far out through those circles of control, where they get really caught up and they can't see. Why can't they control that? You need to learn to barrier and segment stuff. Most of us are happy in that circle of control, in that next outer circle of influence. We learn to relax a little bit of our control in that circle of influence, because we don't have control over everything. We can influence stuff, but whether or not we can control all of it is a different matter. And accepting that we don't have control over all that stuff is quite a powerful assertion to ourselves. We say to ourselves, can't control everything. And then that outermost layer, that area of concern, yeah, we're concerned about it, but ultimately we can't control it. There's nothing we can do about it. So relaxing your body and giving up control of your body to your mind in the early stages of a run can be quite unnerving. But it's great. It is great. Once you realise you can do it and you can switch off, you get into that pace, you go at it. That's all I really want to share. Being comfortable, relaxing control over certain things. It's quite a hard thing to achieve, but it's possible. You can do it. A few mantras for you during the run. My personal one is, this is great, I love this, I love running, this is great for me. I just repeat that in the head. There's a lot of other ones, things that you can say to yourself. Don't forget that this is fun. We forget sometimes that we've chosen this as a hobby, a pastime, something we enjoy. You're the one that's chosen to do a run. Enjoy it. It's good fun. It is good fun. Focus on this mile. Sometimes we set ourselves unreasonable targets. I want to do 10 miles. Don't think you want to do 10 miles. Just run for that mile. See how you feel, assess, and then run for next mile. Run every mile individually. Don't think of it as 10 miles. Think of it as 1 mile times 10. And that becomes easier to digest. You'll enjoy it more. Don't make it overwhelming. Focus on the thing that you're doing at that point in time. Hills, going up a hill. I don't focus on the hill, the top of it. I drop the head, the eyes a wee bit, and I focus on my feet, the first 10 feet in front of me. Because if you focus on the top of that hill, that can be quite overpowering and put you right off. It can be too overwhelming. Small chunks. What else? Be kind to yourself. You can be your own best friend. We're also very guilty of being our own worst enemy. We talk so harshly to ourselves. You know, give yourself a break. You're pushing your mind and your body. Take positives out of that. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Reassure yourself that you're fine. You're doing your best. You're trying as hard as you can. Just keep pushing forward. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. That's all that matters. You need to encourage and support yourself to build that confidence. Don't be nasty. If you're nasty to yourself, all you're going to do is tear down the confidence. You're going to tear down those foundations that you've spent so long building up, and that's where the negative thoughts start to come in when you do that. So be kind to yourself. Be good. Audio. Listen to something motivating. Music, podcasts, something that you enjoy. If you've always wanted to, or if you know something that takes you to that good place, put that on. Find something that motivates you. And the last one, every run holds a lesson. Believe it or not. Every run will leave you feeling, well, no, actually I'm wrong. Not every run will leave you feeling wonderful and fantastic and over the moon and happy with yourself. But you know what? They'll leave you smiling. Every run can teach you something. Did I warm up how I should have? Did I stretch how I should have? Did I eat enough post-run? Did I get enough sleep the night before? Did I get myself psyched up? Did I get into that mantra? Did I repeat that? I love running, this is good for me, I enjoy this. Find that mantra, repeat it. Find that lesson, positive or negative, out of every run. And if it's a negative one, it's not negative, it's an opportunity to improve. Don't think of it as binary on and off. Every run holds a lesson. Take out what that run has taught you and use it for the future. Use it for future runs. That's something I've learned. Not every run leaves me feeling high with that runner's high. I've had bad runs. I've had runs that didn't go to plan. You know what? I'm fine with that because I took positives out of that run. I deconstructed the run. I found out why, and it was schoolboy mistakes. Silly things. I should have known better. So that just made me more focused for the future on, right, next time I'll be more mindful of that. So take all these things on board, adopt them into your own running toolkit. Start to think about your runs. Think about how you feel when you run. Bag what makes you feel good. If someone didn't go to plan, look at it objectively. Okay, why? Deconstruct it. Okay, that didn't go to plan. What can I do to fix it? Put something in place, put a mechanism in place to fix that. All the best, good luck, enjoy every run that you have. And I hope I get more of you out in these runs. And if you've managed to watch 18 minutes of this, I congratulate you. That's the longest one yet, but I had a lot to share. And I really hope people watch this all the way through, because peppered throughout this whole this whole little video, I hope it's lots of little useful nuggets of information. I'm going to sign off. Every day is a good day to have a run, and if you haven't run yet, why not? Get out there, challenge yourself, get in touch with us. We run every Wednesday. What's stopping you? I know, your head, the chimp, the voice. That's all that's stopping you. Come out for a run. Why not? Challenge that little thing in the head. Say, you know what, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to do it. That's what running's all about. It's that pushing back and forward, pushing that voice away. Training the mind. I'm going to do this. You're not going to defeat me. I can do this. I will do this. Be good to yourselves. Stay safe. Be happy. And always put one foot in front of the other. Doesn't matter if you're running, walking, jogging, sprinting. The only thing that matters is that you're putting one foot in front of the other. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Signing off. Take care. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe.